You above anyone else, and you alone have to have your self-belief. Doesn't matter who else believes in you. If you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to achieve whatever you set out to achieve that's actually worth achieving. Above all, always remember, you have to believe in yourself first. Only you know the vision that's inside of you. Don't ever forget that. And don't let anyone instill any of their personal insecurities and doubts into your mindset. Don't let them infect you with their doubts. You've got to believe in yourself. If you want to achieve anything that's worth achieving, you've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe that you're able to achieve it and that you're capable of delivering whatever the vision is. You've got to believe that you're capable of making that vision a reality. But in my personal experience, the only way that you can do that is by listening to the angel that's on your shoulder and not the devil that's on your shoulder. And I could be fucking this up. I could be saying the devil's on this side and the angel's on this side. I don't really know all that, but yeah, you've got an angel on one shoulder and a devil on another shoulder, just as an analogy to visualize it. And you've got to strictly listen only to the angel. It's like the parable of the two wolves. You've got the good wolf and the bad wolf, and whichever wolf you feed the most is the wolf that will win. It's the same with the mindsets. You've got the good mindset and the bad mindset. Whichever mindset you feed the most will win. That's it. The devil on your shoulder, he'll be telling you to enjoy the immediate pleasures that are presented to you, the low-hanging fruit on the tree, the easy, low quality, easily accessible pleasures that'll feel good in the moment, but are not going to be good for you long term, and not going to be conducive to achieving the goals that you set out to achieve. Whereas the angel will be telling you to ignore those easy, cheap pleasures and to work hard and to put your head down and to focus on building the life that you want to build for yourself down the line, and to push back the pleasure and not take the immediate pleasure. And each time you listen to the angel, your belief in the angel gets a little bit stronger and a little bit weaker in the devil. Don't get this mistaken as well. When I say about refining the product and being your own personal brand and making that the high quality product, I don't mean self-image. If you follow me closely, you know that I'm not about self-image. I'm not about the superficialities. Obviously, that will shine through naturally because you're looking after the internal, and if the internal is good, the external is going to be good. But focus mainly on the internal, because there's much more to be gained. That's how you're going to actually achieve the goals that you want to achieve. You're going to become someone that is a master of their destiny instead of someone that's like a leaf in the wind that's working for someone else's destiny. If you focus all your time and effort on improving yourself in every way possible, and always just focalizing your energy towards them type of endeavors, you refine your product, yourself, your brand, but not just your image, everything, your vibe, your mentality, your communication with other people, your social skills, your self-talk, you know, your mindset, your outlook on life, your attitude. You refine all that over time, and you keep improving it. You keep trying new things and putting yourself outside of your comfort zone, not stagnating, always shaking the dust off your shoulders, not letting the shit accumulate. And whenever you get the opportunity or the chance to, you break out of your comfort zone and try new things. You learn new skills if you have to. You're not above any job. You're not above anyone or anything. You're here to do whatever it takes to achieve the goal that you want to achieve, the vision that you have in your mind that only you know. So don't let anyone put their doubts inside you, because only you know about that vision. Believe it. You can achieve it because you can. But yeah, there's so many aspects of being a true leader, a true noble apex winner, apex leader. There's so many aspects that have to be refined fully for you to deserve that position. It takes a lifetime of sacrifice and hard work. You've got to be humble, you've got to be honorable, you've got to be respectful, you've got to have integrity, you've got to be accountable, you've got to have consistency, you've got to have lots of discipline, because motivation's not always going to be there. You've got to be wise, you've got to be able to listen, you've got to be humble enough to listen to other people when they give you advice as well. Don't think you're above other people just because you're doing all right. There's always someone that you can learn from. Never stop learning. Have a good attitude. Be grateful. Always be grateful. Practice gratitude, because it's a muscle that you build. If you don't practice gratitude, how are you going to be grateful for the things that you do get eventually when you do get them? You'll be happy for a moment, and then once you've got them and the excitement wears off, you're going to be back to baseline of who you was, and you'll not be practicing the gratitude that you should be practicing daily, just for being able to breathe and be healthy and be able to walk if you can walk. So if you don't practice that gratitude muscle, you can get given every single thing that you want in life, and you still won't be happy about it. You'll still be a miserable person because you haven't practiced gratitude, which is so important to have, such a fundamental piece to the puzzle that is your character. So yeah, practice gratitude every day, in the morning, in the night, whenever, in any moment. You don't have to have like set aside any time to practice gratitude. It can be any time that you have got a moment to think about how grateful you are, just to be able to cognitively understand what I'm talking about, and to be able to see, if you can see, because some people can't even see. Some people can't breathe without aid of machine. Some people can't understand what I'm talking about, even though they do speak English, because they ain't got the cognitive ability. And much worse, I could go on. So yeah, stop whinging about having to get up early in the morning to go to work or something like that, and start taking action and working towards whatever life you want to have, instead of feeling entitled like you should have something just because you're special or something. That's how special you are. I think, yeah, as a man, you should get feedback from lots of women, especially if you're a straight man. But I mean, just socially, as a man, as a young man, it's important to go out of your house and get lots of feedback from women, because they're going to tell you exactly where your weaknesses are, even directly or indirectly. And then you're getting real-time feedback, realistic feedback as well, that's actually going to improve the quality of your life if you take action on that feedback that you're getting. So as a young man, you should be going out and actively seeking that feedback from women whenever you get a free moment. Obviously, I also say don't waste your time chasing women, because when you build a high quality product, you'll attract the right people into your life naturally, without any extra effort, without having to waste any energy. It's going to be organic, and it's going to be satisfying and wonderful. But at the same time, if you're someone that doesn't even leave your house or something like that, you really need to start getting out. And women are really great at giving good social feedback, directly or indirectly. So indirectly, like in the sense that you go up to talk to them and they're not even giving you the time of day, there's obviously a reason behind that. So that's it. You start kind of, if you put yourself out in the fire that is the social situations, you'll be melting off the fat over time, and eventually you'll become like a solid piece of human being. So that's something that you should do, and a lot of guys do this when they're young, so they don't struggle with this thing, but some people do struggle with it. So one of the solutions is to go out and socialize, man. Get out there a little bit while you're working on your thing. You can work on your thing for a couple of hours a day, and you can go out for a couple of hours a day, and you can work a normal job a couple of hours a day, you balance it out. But yeah, the product is your vibe as well, I think it all ends up boiling down to just like the vibe that you give out. When you're always improving everything, the vibe just keeps getting better and better quality, and then you're excited to share that with people, because I mean, obviously not everyone's going to be excited for you to share it with them, but it's almost like it's a gift to the world when you've dedicated your life to improvement, to self-improvement, and to sacrificing all the pleasures, all the immediate pleasures, to achieve the highest possible good. It's like you're being an example to other people of what is possible when you sacrifice.
And that's what happens when you refine your product, because you're sacrificing all the immediate pleasures, and your product, your vibe, your mentality, everything. Okay, the product is everything. Just gets better and better quality, keeps upgrading. Eventually, you're in the presence of certain people, and they notice something different about you. The people that knew you years ago, or months ago, they'll notice something different about you, and it's that you've basically elevated yourself. And then generating attraction and stuff like that becomes effortless. You want to focus your energy on building yourself instead of going out and chasing other people. Use the energy to build towards the life that you want within yourself, and develop the skills and all the habits that need to be built to achieve the level of lifestyle that you want to achieve for yourself. But it's fundamental that you believe in yourself. From the moment that you wake up until the moment you go to sleep, you're the only person that can see the vision that you have for yourself and for the people around you that love you for you, and that you love. It is possible. Develop the habits and work towards it. Stop wasting time with the wrong people, or embarking on the wrong endeavors, going down the wrong path. It's not too late either. It's never too late. If you realize you're on the wrong path, just stop, cut your losses, and start from scratch if you have to. And if you don't know what to do, figure it out. That's what everyone that's achieved anything great has had to do at some point in their life. They've had to figure out exactly what it is that they want to achieve. And some people have been lucky and they figured it out when they were young. But if you haven't been that lucky, then that's also a blessing in a sense. But figure it out yourself. Everyone else has had to figure their thing out eventually, through living life. So why are you any different to anyone else? Why are you more special than anyone else? Put the effort in and figure out exactly what it is that you want. And I say it's a blessing to not have figured out what you want yet, because that means that you get to go through struggle, which will make you appreciate the struggle that you went through when eventually you do achieve the goals that you want to achieve for yourself. So always be grateful. Like I say, always be grateful, man, because them things that you're struggling with now, a lot of people didn't get that opportunity to go through that type of struggle. And they've already reached the apex, and it's a different kind of struggle that they'll be going through, but they don't have that appreciation that you might end up having when you end up reaching your apex. So be grateful for the struggle. For me, for example, I'm super grateful that I got to work all my late teens and 20s. I was working just low wage jobs, minimum wage jobs almost, or just above minimum wage jobs, because that I don't know anything that will ground you and humble you like a minimum wage job. I mean, that's not even that humbling, really. There's much more humbling things and much worse things. Us in the Western world, we've got it easy, really. But it helped me keep my feet on the ground, because I can only imagine how I would have been in some circumstances if I would have achieved a level of success at a younger age, without having gone through certain experiences that made me who I am today. I mean, it would have been all right, but at the same time, I know that I'm much more grounded now, and that's it. And you never reach peak groundedness either. You can always be more grounded. There's always more levels to everything. Same as on the destructive path, there's always more levels to destroying yourself. That's it, man. Listen to your angel. Don't take the easy path. Don't take the easy, quick pleasure, the cheap, low-hanging fruit. No, go for the high-hanging fruit, the one that's at the top of the tree. Work hard towards that. You might not get it today, you might not get it tomorrow, you might not get it next week or in 6 months. But when you eventually do get it, it's going to taste so much sweeter than if you just took that low-hanging fruit and then sat at the bottom of the tree just like, yeah, I've got the fruit. So yeah, if you got to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Very appreciated if you got to the end of the video. If you haven't already, then subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram, joe56t_. and follow me on TikTok, joe56t. Till the next time.